Ready? Helen, bring me in the dance hall racket.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Megan, and this is the Fibermancer's Knitting Podcast. Oh, can you see her? Right now the cat is asleep on my lap. Megan, it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You are still wearing your pajamas. Yes, yesterday I had a severe allergic reaction. I am covered in hives. Nobody wants to see that, but I cannot have anything touching my clothes, like my body. So these soft pajamas, it is. But if this is your first time viewing and you're just joining us, I am a very chaotic content creator when it comes to vlogs and just overall what I do. But I promised that I would bring back the podcast. Are you waking up? It's very cold today, so she's all wrapped up in her blankie on my lap. She wanted to be inside the shirt. I said no, but that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about the projects I have been working on, and I actually have you propped on a mason jar because I was too lazy to get up and get the tripod, because if I didn't film it right now while I was feeling the energy to do it, this was not getting done. So with the longest intro and just backstory and a little bit of a lore dump there for you this week, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, you subscribe, and you hang out with us because we love yapping. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. This is Suki. She's one of my babies. And she's pretty much always, she's a scaredy cat and she's very nervous all the time. Hi, baby. You wake up? Anyways, so I need to film my February wrap up still, but before I can do that, I figured I would talk about what I've been working on this week. Yeah, what have I been working on? Anyways, I started, let's see, I'm working on like 3 things, like really right now that is in circulation. I have a lot of things going on in my projects that I started in the month of February, but that's, I don't want to go over like all of the things, just the things that I am working on right now. So what is in reaching distance? Yes, what is in reaching distance? Yeah, is what I have been working on. So we'll start off with the thing that I cast on this, like literally yesterday, which is a step-by-step sweater by, who is it by? It is brand new to me. I'm going to talk about this more in a whole review video. So this is where I'm at. This is what I was working on while I was just watching some TV. It doesn't look like much. It is a very basic, it is a free pattern. It is a top-down raglan with 2 different styles. Are you stuck in my shirt? 2 different style colors, short rows option or not, and I am working this up in the Karen Cake Blossom Cake in the Radiant Rainbow colorway. I've never worked with this before. I know it's not brand new, but it's new to me, so I think I'm gonna do a whole review on just this. Sorry, I cannot control the cars that go by. So this is a cotton, it's a 61% cotton, 39% acrylic base, and it is one of those blown cord kind of yarns. Can you sit down? Are the kids coming down? I told you she's very anxious. She's very much a guard dog. You good? They walk away? Yeah. So this is a new to me. This is knitting up really fast because it is a worsted, almost Aran weight. I'm working it up on a size 8. I am working the size C, so the 3rd size. Again, there's a couple things. I will talk more about this pattern when I write a whole review, or I film my whole review out for it. You good? She's literally a baby. But this is really what I've been working on, and I'm actually loving how soft it is. There was quite a few different colors. If you guys saw my reel over on Instagram, then you'll have known that I sent my mom to go pick it out, and I got totally like just like choice paralysis. I don't know if anybody else is like that, where they cannot choose what they want, but like they know what they don't want. Yeah, did I make a good choice? Sorry. You guys get to see me be total like baby over my cat. So this is what I decided on. I really liked, I think it's the Blossom colorway. It is solidly, it is pink and purple, and it's just very nice. And I don't know if it will show you what this looks like up close. If I lean too far in, the cat will fall off my lap and she'll be very mad. But like I said, it is that blown cord, so it's like a corded, and then it has the fluff on the outside. I think Drops is super famous for doing their yarn like that. Okay, the next project that I have been working on is, ooh, can we reach it? Don't fall. Right out of reach. My no frill sweater. I finally casted on my first no frill sweater, and because it's a fingering weight but technically DK, I'm in the bottom ribbing of it, and I'm just getting so bored with knitting one by one ribbing on it. It's a lot of stitches. This is very, is that the back? No, the back. I was doing, I was alternating skeins, so there's like kind of a little bit of a jog that will come out when I block it. Anyways, this is a fingering weight held double with not a mohair, it is alpaca, and I don't have the ball band for the alpaca, but it's like Plymouth, and this is the yarn. This is a very special yarn I've had since 2019, and I'm holding it with the mohair because it's had a couple of splits and like chews in it from just being poorly stored, sadly, but the details of this is the Lupin colorway from Dragon Horde Yarn. If you guys aren't familiar, I am a huge fan of Dragon Horde Yarn's colorways. Obviously, I'm testing her new sweater. But with that being said, this colorway is no longer in shop. I don't know if she rebranded the color. It is on her Lore base, which I believe is an 80/20 fingering weight. Merino. Yeah, sorry. I'm not talking to you. She's a very chatty little boo. Anyways, it's just gorgeous, and I don't have anything like this, and I'm just loving the way it is speaking for itself. Oh, it's so pretty. Isn't it pretty? Yeah, okay. So that's what I'm those are two things that I'm actively working on. There's not much more to say to it. Petite knit patterns, I feel like there's like a lot of like, just talk about them. I've knit a couple of her patterns in the past, and this honestly, personally, I'm not finding anything special about this specific raglan that's any different from the, what is it, Comfy Cozy Light by Jessie May that I almost always knit. I believe this one has a little bit of a tighter, yeah, this one has a tighter collar. The other one has more of a boat neck collar. Neither of these actually have the wide neck collars that a lot of top-down raglans have, so I like that a little bit more. It feels a little bit more of a classic pattern, like you can really let it speak. I don't know what I can't remember if this, hold on, I can pull it up on my computer, tell you the size, because I think that was the issue. Yeah, so it goes from an extra small to a 3XL, which means it is 39¼ to 54-inch bust, and it's meant to have a good amount of ease to it, so it is not the most inclusive size. Let's see, does it say when you're picking the size oh, here's the size guide. Yes, 6 inches of positive ease. So that in mind with like what you're doing, it's really not the best pattern. But I wanted to actually work through it and just give a kind of a review in my own personal opinion on this sweater design. Yes, honey. This is a literal child. This is my baby. Just to have this sweater done because I've never actually knit the pattern before, and I really wanted to see what the entire hoopla was about this sweater, right? And again, I've got one more thing that I've been working on, so this isn't going to be the longest video, but I know you guys are want me to talk about what I'm specifically working on, and in order to keep it interesting throughout, like reoccurring and talking to you about what I'm working on, I need to just talk about what I'm like actively working on, because I have found this week alone 4 more patterns that I want to work on, but I'm gonna just keep them there for like when I do my wrap-ups. When I discover them, I've had them noted and stuff. The other sweater that I am working on, where is it? This week, and I could be working on more, so like by the time this goes up, who knows what I'll actually be working on, because I'm also started my last 6-day star blanket, which is in the other room. So editing Megan can go and pop up a photo. If you guys haven't seen, I have been on a crochet kick, and it's a little insane because the 6-Day Star Blanket has both like video tutorials. You can also buy the pattern, but if you're a visual person, you could just literally watch the YouTube videos for the 6-Day Star Blanket. And I bought the pattern because I like to see numbers, but I'm a visual learner, and being such a crochet noob, but then again, this would be the 4th of this blanket that I'm making. It is the last, look at this little bean. The last amount, like quantity I have for this specific blanket. The rest are, they're all done. Aurora got one, Ryden got one, and this is my second one for myself. The first one I did not finish. You are just being a little attention hog right now. I didn't finish. So this is using the, what is it, Lion Brand Mandala Ombre. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head without going to have to get the ball bands. In this Serenity, nope. No, it's not. Serenity was the other, was Aurora's, which is like pink and orange. This is a mauve one with black and pinks tied in. It is a very me color palette, and I love it so much, and it's so mindless, but once I start working on it, all I want to do is work on it. I talked about this in my January wrap up, and obviously I haven't filmed the February wrap up, but it is so just like potato chip knitting for me. However, I'm not good enough to like look away while I'm doing the different stitches. Did you see your baby? Did Aurora just walk by? She walked away from you. Is your Aurora in there? Yeah, Aurora's right there. So I'm not good enough with, and I'm not confident enough with my crochet to actually be able to look away from it like I can with my knitting. Like if I was to knit, I can close my eyes and still get my knitting done. I can't do that with crochet yet. I am not that confident. So that project is kind of like an audiobook, or like turn on a live stream. Oh, loves playing video games. I work on it in the background. I've got about 2 balls out of the 5 that I had designated for it left, maybe 1.5. I don't know. They're sitting in the little basket. If you missed my, oh, is there no, there's not, oh, there is one. If you missed one of my like videos, I talked about it recently, is that I put my projects, my designated projects, this is actually 3 projects, this has just become a catch-all for the table, so ignore this. I put my projects designated in little baskets so I can visually see them. Otherwise I lose them, which is a very me thing. Do I have the other pattern pulled open somewhere? That's not it. Are you it? Okay. So the last sweater I started, and this is a very special one. Oh, my yarn ball fell off the table. I started this and I've been working on it, but I'm bored with it because I'm in the stockinettes part. I did my sleeve split, and I did modify this just a bit. This is the Lumi pullover by Sari Nordlund. It's all about the yarn. This again was supposed to have a fold down collar, but I opted not to, and I'm probably gonna go in and do it because just so, this is a very woolly wool. If you, okay, if you're new here, you're not gonna know when I start talking about the 2 yarns that I'm working on this are very special to me. While I am working on going through my dump room right now, I have a hallway, I have a whole room dedicated to just where I put my stuff once I'm done with it. I'm trying to get through that, so I'm discovering and rediscovering, basically shopping my own stuff, because I've completely forgot about it, because once it's out of view, it's gone for me. This green yarn, which is very much my favorite shade of green, it's actually my my card thing up on my YouTube homepage is like this color. This is a yarn that was dyed up at the Old Sturbridge Village using their natural dyed yarn. No, their natural dyeing process. I don't remember what the colorways or what dye was used for it. And so again, it's very special. If you guys are a returning viewer, you know that this was that's a super special place for me. And so the natural yarn is actually the yarn from the sheep, which aren't technically wool sheep. They are just sheep with wool that they processed from Black Birch Vineyard, which is my local vineyard that we have a membership to, that we love to go and hang out with. So it's like my two favorite places all wrapped up in one. And this is, they feed like the cuttings to the sheep basically from like the vineyard, from the grapevines and stuff. Like they just kind of like, they're so cute. So it's just a very natural woolly wool. There's nothing special. It's undyed, very rustic, feels very rustic. Same with the green. It is very rustic, and you can kind of see that the oils on my hand actually transferred the dye onto the natural. It doesn't look like it's reading that much on camera, but in person I can see it, and then I can see the difference between where it's just the natural part of it. Those are really the three main projects that I've been working on this week. I've started so many different things, but those are the ones I'm actively working on because they're all kind of in like the same state. I did start this one, and this being the thickest of them, I will probably focus on this because it is mindless and it's going real fast as opposed to the other two. I can only work on the natural woolly. It's 100% wool. There's nothing else to that. So for so long before my hands dry out, and I've got ample. I have got so much lotion, and I can only go through so much lotion while I'm working on that project, and I'm just can only do so much 1x1 rib on a US size 3. So that's a what? It's not a 4. It's like a, I don't know what the millimeter is for this. I can check. Everybody's in the kitchen right now. Sorry about that. Yeah, so it's a 3.25. That's the kitchen right there if you're new here. That's where everybody's walking around. But those are all the projects I've worked on actively this week. Again, I still have to film my video. Like, I'm not gonna talk, okay. Let me put the thoughts out there. I am not gonna talk about everything else. I'm gonna save that for the wrap up. I'm going to continue to post and try and post these weekly for you guys. I do have projects, long-term vlogs that are working on, like projects that I start filming and they just overlap. That's why I'm not posting as much, because I'm not trying to rush through my projects as much this year. I'm trying to actually enjoy them, so they're actually getting spread out and while I work on them. So I have a couple of those in the works. I have vlogs from when I took my little, that's a really loud car. I have 2 vlogs from the 2 days that I spent my staycation in Salem to charge and like to unplug and recharge myself. And then I have a haul that I will film from that video, so you guys can check that out, and those will be coming soon. Oh, and the spring bucket list. That's also gonna be a thing. So that's all I've got to share with you guys today. Just, you know, a little project update for you guys, because I know how much you guys loved seeing all my projects, and I was feeling like I could do this right now. So with that being said, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, you subscribe, and you hang out with us, because this is probably the least put together Fibermancer podcast episode that I have done, just because physically my skin hurts, and I'm a slave to the sensory issues, so we've just gotta wear the soft fuzzy pajamas, okay? And I wasn't gonna let that stop me from filming today, because these are the situations where if I say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I never get around to doing it tomorrow, and I had all this stuff set up. Again, thanks for watching. If you want more details, if you want to see more, we will do, I don't know what I'm saying. I've got 2 brain cells functioning. That's it. If you want to see more of these, make sure you drop a like. And I say that a lot, but I really take into consideration which videos you guys like the most, and which ones you like, which ones gets the most views when I'm putting these things out. I will continue. I do like to just post what I like to post, but I do like to take note on what you guys like to see the most, and I know for a fact that the podcast was one of those things. So I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.